I'm Prometheus. This is Book Thoughts. Rapid fire. Book hall. Library. Arion has a skyscraper over there. Anyway. Book number 1 of Brandon Sanderson's The Stormlight Archive, The Way of Kings. Looking forward to starting this. Haven't picked up fiction since, I want to say, second book of the Eye of the World, probably. Ugh. Looking forward to reading this and just having a nice light palate cleanser. Book number 2 of the same series, Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. Yet again, same reasons. Book number 3 is Lost in the Void in Smyrna, Tennessee. If you know, you know. Avoid Smyrna's mailing system. By Rachel Carson, the quintessential book of Green's The Silent Spring. I'm interested to read about this, considering DDT was generally talked about today as being banned because of the outcry from this book. And I just think it's interesting that DDT simultaneously has the status of killer of eagles and the killer of malaria. It's just a fat... in the South, anyway. I think it's doing it still in Africa, but I don't know. Anyway, moving on. That was a half-price book haul, I do believe. Now we are going on to a library book sale book haul because we realized there was a book sale at... Behold. Blue. The Great War, 1914 to 1918 by John Terrain. By John Terrain, a pictorial history. Of course, we have pictures. And more pictures. And more pictures. And pictures. And pictures. Who is that? The most energetic general of the war, General Brusilov. That man has a mustache. You can't see it, but he has a very nice brew handle mustache. 1800s and 1900s mustaches were just something else. This was a suggestion by Arion, which I thoroughly agree with. The Dictionary of Modern War, a guide to the ideas, institutions, and weapons of a modern military power by Edward Lutwak and Stuart L. Cole. So let's just open up the book here and say, Javelin. British man-portable, shoulder-fired surface-to-air missile in the service of the British Army and the Royal Marines and several other armies developed in the early 1970s. Javelin is an improved version of the Short's blowpipe with more advanced guidance, a more powerful rocket motor, a larger warhead, and improved fusing. It has more, but you get the gist. ICBMs. Lender, a large commercially successful class of British-designed frigates. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Anyway, not going fast enough. Volume 2 has this very nice picture embossed onto the cover of the American International Encyclopedia. Do I need another encyclopedia? No. Ooh, what's that? Isaac Barrow. Who's Isaac Barrow? Mathematician, mathematics and astronomy, graduated from Oxford 1652. Failed to obtain the Cambridge Greek professorship. Interesting. It also has a very pretty end cover. I think the other side is the same. Yeah, it's just very pretty. Saw this one on a red shelf that just came down into the sale in the basement. And I was a little curious. The Merrick Index. It is. What is it indexing? I didn't know. 13th edition. Apparently it came from the reference section. And I opened it up to, well, I don't know if you can see that, but that has a lot of organic chemistry. I dabbled in organic chemistry. Don't understand it, and continue to not understand it. Once you get to the non-organics, I'm very much lost. I do not understand all the crazy methyls, and I can't pronounce half of these words. Adrenal cortical extract. And it has US numbers on it. Interesting. So this seems to be a table of recognized chemicals with the United States code attached to them and the international code attached. I think that's what this is. So if you need to find a chemical, you can look it up by the code. Because who wants to be typing out 2-dimethyl-2,4,6 phenols? Nobody wants to do that. We want to look up UPC 1776 something or other. I think. I don't know. Okay. The Synonym Finder by, I can't read chicken scratch, J.I. Rodale. R-O-D-A, R-O-D-A-L-E. Let's look up a synonym. Defunct. Deceased, dead, extinct, see dead, or 2, obsolete, obsolescent, outmoded, passé, expired, dead, not operating, not functioning. Because out of about everybody else, but whenever I go to try and find a synonym on Google or Bing or whatever crazed search engine is it this week, I can never find a synonym I'm looking for. Now I have physical paper to yell at when it doesn't give me the answer I need. But this should be helpful. Improve my language a little bit. So it turns out Arion has this book, and I didn't know it. I threw it in my pile and we didn't notice. So it's double copy. Now we can do a buddy reading. But The Power, sorry, I can't read. Power, Faith, and Fantasy by Michael B. Oren, America in the Middle East, 1776 to the present. Because it's always good to know what your country's been up to. Like, I didn't know there was a war between Michigan and Ohio. I still don't know what that war was about. I just know that it happened. It might have been like 2 days and somebody got angry. But, point being, I want to know. So now I know. And The Last Lion by William Manchester, Winston Spencer. I'm going to take the dust cover off because dust cover has seen better days. Come on. Gently does it. There we go. Visions of Glory, 1874 to 1932 by A. William Manchester. This book is beautiful. And in the front, only, it has the British Empire at its peak. The dark spots are the British Empire, just in case. Because I'm not sure how the world is just showing up, but... yeah, the sun never sets. That's for sure. Oh. There's a letter from New York. And a thank you card. Oh my goodness. It's a little thank you card. That is very cute. I am touched. Anyway. Winston Churchill. Yes. So those books so far are the ones I haven't logged. Now for the ones I have logged. Oh boy. Again, things our country gets up to. Beige and Orange. Flames Across the Border, 1813 to 1814 by Pierre Berton. The War of 1812 and America, the Canadian-American tragedy. Because, yeah, we tried to invade Canada during the War of 1812. But seriously, we need to mention this more. This also should have been around the time that Perry was still Admiral? I think Perry was still an Admiral. I'm not sure. But, looking forward to reading that. This one, The Union, the Civil War, and John W. Tuttle, a Kentucky captain. Hang on. Where is it? A Kentucky captain's account, edited by Hambleton Tapp and James C. Clotter, of the Kentucky Historical Society in Frankfort, And apparently this man served in and around the area we currently live in. I'm interested to get around to this book and read it, because Kentucky is that weird middle state in the Civil War. And I don't know much about our role in it, so it'll be interesting to hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Should probably not place that much. It Doesn't Take a Hero. Written with Peter Petrie, P-E-T-R-E, by General H. Norman Schwarzkopf. I believe this man is the general that was in charge of the liberation of the Kuwaiti oil fields in 1991. I'm going on a little bit of a 1990s history kick and Civil War kick at the moment, learning about the more recent dealings we've had in the Middle East, and I thought it'd be interesting to read this, and why not? Why not? With the exception of the Merrick Index, something that is far more up my alley than usual, Radio and Television by Giard Chester, G-I-R-A-U-D, and Garnett R. Garrison. This is a book that appears to have been found by a child with a ballpoint pen. A little bit. And this book has some very interesting things in it. It has scripts from ads in the 1940s, has ways of setting up broadcasting, how to run a broadcast center, the licensing required to operate a broadcast center, some of the technical aspects of the studio of the radio centers, monies, stations and networks, what constitutes the public interest, how long programs should be. It's an interesting bit of early telemarketing. Telemarketing? Radio marketing? I don't know. Now this one coming up is part of a 4-part series, I believe. Arion was looking for them and happened to pick them up. It is this beautiful Arlington edition of Lee and his lieutenants. Let me open it up real quick. Lee's Lieutenants, volumes 2, 3, and 4. They didn't have number 1. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe it got picked up by someone else. I don't know. But this Arlington edition is so stinking beautiful. It has from Cedar Hill to Chancellorsville, and then part 1 and 2 of Gettysburg to Appomattox. Nearly made it. Last 2 books are also in a volume. A New Age Begins Now, A People's History of the American Revolution by Page Smith, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I'm looking forward to seeing what this series has to offer as far as knowledge of the American Revolution, because the American Revolution gets complicated really fast once you get past the basic level you get in school. And then you don't know what's going on, and you get lost. And then, all of a sudden, we won. Somehow. So yeah. That's the book haul for this month. Thanks for watching. I gotta finish logging these books. I gotta find time to read all this. Have a good day, and Arion should be getting ready to do her review very shortly. Sayonara. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.